Omaha's news leader, chronicling the stories and people making a difference in our community. This is KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle.
He helped me, teach me how to be respectful and responsible.
This is really a two-way street. You know, I learn just as much from Jared as I hope he learns from me.
We're pretty close, so I feel like that's not something that can easily be broken.
I'm going to keep showing up until he tells me, you know, not to come. It's been great just to see him grow.
Connecting the community's youth with caring adults. January is National Mentoring Month. Good morning and welcome to KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle. I'm Julie Cornell. Several organizations right here in the Metro are working to expand mentoring opportunities for kids of all ages. Well, this morning we sit down with Partnership for Kids and Girls Inc. to learn more about their efforts. Mentor Nebraska is launching its 7th annual campaign to recruit adults to help improve the lives of children. Chronicle's Nick Amatangelo has the story.
Ashley Kuhn and Haley Wallace share a special bond as mentor and mentee.
For me, it's that she knows she has a lifelong partner in life, and that if she ever needs anything, or if she just needs somewhere to be safe or have a helping hand, I'm always here for her.
The two have been paired together for the last 3 years. Ashley's job as mentor, help Haley reach her full potential.
I want to be a doctor, and I tell her stuff like what I want to be, and like she helps me try to achieve that.
Mentor Nebraska is hoping it can build more relationships like this in 2020.
I tell people every single day, like, no matter what your interest is, we have a mentoring program for you, whether it's after school or over the lunch hour or on weekends and evenings.
As part of its 2020 recruitment campaign, Mentor Nebraska, along with the city of Omaha, is encouraging the creation of mentoring partnerships between Omaha business leaders and youth in the community.
We all have an opportunity for a new start or to renew our commitments to ourselves and to others. The new year is a perfect time to make a commitment to mentoring.
Mentor Nebraska says there are more than 40,000 school-aged kids living below the poverty line in Omaha, meaning there are plenty of opportunities to get involved as a mentor.
There are a lot of people that I know that really want a mentor, and I think that they should get a mentor.
In Omaha, Nick Amatangelo, KETV Newswatch 7.
Yes, everyone should have a mentor. We just learned a little bit about Mentor Nebraska, sort of the umbrella organization. And this morning we have with us Deb Denbeck with Partnership for Kids joining me, as well as Raheem, who's been a longtime mentor. And Jakari, thanks for being here today.
Yeah,
appreciate it. So Partnership for Kids is pretty unique. I know it goes way back, starting in 1989, right?
It does. We just celebrated our 30th anniversary, which was a great celebration to really look at all the accomplishments that we made, but now we're forging forward for the next 30 years. And our whole philosophy is really start in pre-kindergarten and be with them on their entire journey through their college career.
And I love that. It's a caring adult to be with you through the journey. It started, I remember, Yanny's Kids was the original organization, right?
Right, it was. So it started with 20 kids at McMillan Middle School. And Mike really wanted to make a difference with some students instead of doing just sponsor a school. He said, I really want to, make a difference. And that's how it all started. And from there, it's now grown into 16 schools.
It's amazing. I remember the Hobermans got involved too with Winner's Circle,
yes.
And you kind of joined forces with them, and you've formed this incredible agency now.
We did. So the Hobermans had the elementary program. Mm-hmm. All our kids, or Yanny's kids, had the middle and high school program going on to college. And when we joined forces, and that force was really Dick and Mary Holland, who said, let's join this and give these young people an opportunity to stay in our program from a very young age all the way to and through college and into their profession.
Now, Raheem, were you one of the original Yanny's Kids?
No, I was not.
Not way back, okay.
Not way back, I'm not that old.
But you were mentored by this organization.
Yes, ma'am.
That made you want to come back?
Oh yeah, definitely. I felt like it was kind of an obligation for me to come back. I couldn't be where I am today without mentors, so
the opportunity to be able to touch someone else's life is just, it's uncomparable.
What does your mentor do for you?
My mentor?
What did your mentor do for you?
My mentor, even till this day, giving me advice, kind of like a cheat code. I like to look at it as, I have all this knowledge, but he has the roadmap. He can tell me how to utilize that knowledge to succeed.
Well, that's a lot of pressure for a mentor.
It is.
Jakari, how important is it just to have someone who shows up for you?
It's a big help. You always have someone to run to when you need help for something or support, just someone to push you or be there with you when you're going through school or anything or something personal or just help with anything.
So you're a sophomore at North High right now,
Yes.
and you're looking at college. And is Raheem helpful in kind of talking about options? And
Yes, always in contact, talking about opportunities or things we could just get into to open up opportunities to see what someone really wants to do or what job opportunities are out there or any opportunity.
And all your mentoring programs, they're all school-based, right? So mentors meet with young people at the schools. Tell me about that. It's at every level.
So at every level, our mentors are in the school. Once they're in the middle school and high school, then they're allowed as a match to be able to go out to other activities.
Okay.
But we also provide other activities as well. And then it's those college trips and all of the career explorations.
All the big stuff, right?
that we really work with to make sure that they're attending, because the ultimate goal is to get them to some type of post-secondary, whatever it might be, or job training, wherever their hopes and dreams are, to lead them to that path.
Right. Part of the mentor showing up every other week is to encourage that kid to reach his goals. And I noticed you have reading goals and then attendance goals. Attendance is so important.
Attendance and reading are the two most critical factors in graduation. And so you really have to look at that and say, okay, if we can get children to grade level reading at third grade, and then we can help them stay in school and be engaged in school, we know that they have a better chance of graduating and really succeeding.
Right, you have to be there to learn.
You do.
So I recently signed up as a P4K mentor and I went through the training. I'm really excited to start. I'm going to be a goal buddy. And they say that, they said in the training that really you don't need any special tools, that you have to be an encourager, and that encouragement is 99% of education. Do you agree with that, Raheem?
I agree with that. And showing up and just being there, just being the example for them is probably the best thing you can do.
Yeah. Do you feel that encouragement when you meet with your mentors?
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel like push harder to do things. You have somebody right there to help you.
Well, you want him to be proud of you too, right? That's just another person who can kind of surround you with that hope. How much time does it take to be a mentor in P4K? I know you have different levels.
Well, I think, you know, whether it's an hour every other week or it's 2 hours every other week, and you know, we hope that everybody gets in 4 hours in the month. That's our goal, is to be able to do that. So, you know, there's both informal and there's formal mentoring. These are two are in our formal mentoring program. You'll be in our informal. But then we also have our college students mentoring one another, and that's peer-to-peer mentoring. So we kind of dabble in all areas because we think mentoring needs to be an aspect at every level that we're at.
Right. That's so important to have someone, if you're planning on going to college, you want to talk to another young person who's been through it, right? Can kind of show you the ropes. And did you have that? Was that helpful for you?
I didn't have that benefit because I went out of state, but I did have mentors from P4K like Molly Verbal, who I could call at an instant to pick up the phone and answer any questions that I needed.
Isn't that nice that someone has your back?
Wonderful. It's wonderful.
Do you need more mentors? Are you actively recruiting?
We do. We really need mentors, in particular in the middle and high school area.
Okay.
And you know, I want to say this to everybody, is that mentoring changes lives of young people, but your life is going to change just as much because of how you see that young person that you're working with develop. So it's really a great thing to be able to see that, to be able to feel that, to know that, wow, I changed someone's life and helped them become better.
And you're not a parent, you're not the teacher, you're just sort of this middle person who is the caring adult, right? Not too much pressure, right?
No, not too much pressure at all.
What advice would you give me?
For you?
Yeah.
Give your whole self, be genuine, build a rapport, and always be there for them.
Okay. I like that. Are there some mentors who've been with you for a very long time?
We have some elementary mentors that have been in 14 years.
Oh my goodness.
And they love it and they keep coming back, and because once you're in a school, you get so used to that school that you know the teachers, you know the principals, and students that are walking down the hallway that you might have worked with the year before going, hi, how are you? You know, it's great to see you. So they do remember that, and they want to see those faces in their classrooms. And when they walk in, you see an instant smile of, they're here.
How do parents respond to it? Do they think it's an okay thing? Do they like having someone else involved in their child's life?
Oh yeah, I think anyone would like some help. Everybody needs a little help. When I was just picking up car, you could see the exuberance in his mom's voice when I picked him up. Hey, you're playing the favorite song, but it's just a connection.
Your buddy's coming to pick you up, right? So you have morning hours, you have afternoon hours, and after school hours.
Right.
Something for everybody.
We do. We have for everybody. We need those people to help us make a difference. In every organization that's out there that's a mentoring organization, we all need the help of Omaha because they're the next workforce of Omaha. And we want to keep them here.
Right. What I appreciate too is that P4K offers a curriculum that when you show up, mentors have a, sort of a guideline to follow. You're not on your own. You don't have to create this stuff on your own. You know, you look over your notes and you bring the ideas and let the kids do the talking and bring the energy and show up and guide them, right?
Yes, they will. And believe me, in elementary, they will talk.
All right, I'm going to need some tools, man. Stick around, you can give me more tips, okay? All right. Well, still ahead, empowering girls through mentorship. After the break, Girls Inc. will join us to talk about their unique opportunities in the Metro. You're watching KETV Newswatch 7's Chronicle.